Morning. Dressed. Tea. Breakfast. I haven't tried my, what do they call it, gingerbread oats yet from the Weight Watchers magazine. So, should we give it a try and see before I then talk with my mouth full? Wow. I don't know, probably got too much spice in it. It's kind of a weird taste. Yeah, it's okay. It's a bit nothingy, to be honest. But it's 4 days of breakfast bars, and there's quite a lot here. So, you know, give it a try. I'm going to try the, I think there's a banana and chocolate chip one, and there's an apple one that needed something I didn't have, which is why I didn't make it. This is the most simple one, which is putting the ginger and the spice in with basically the oats, the yogurt and the eggs, which is probably why it could just, to be honest, it could do with sultanas. That would be lovely. But in terms of Weight Watchers, they're high in sugar, so they're quite high points, relatively speaking. But I'm not complaining at that. It's nice, it's something new, I tried something different. So, back to today. I have been doing stuff. I have been a productive person this morning. I had a bit of a rough night's sleep, to be honest. I stayed up a bit late. I was waiting for Hannah to come in from work, and by the time I got to bed it was midnight, which for me is pretty late, and then I couldn't sleep, so I did in the end. And then at about I reckon about 4 o'clock this morning, I had a 4-legged friend come up and join me on the bed. He doesn't sleep upstairs with us. The dogs sleep in the kitchen normally, but when Gary's away, I give them free run of the house because it makes me feel safer, as well as the fact that then Henry can come and sleep on the bed. Gary does the same actually when I'm away, but when we're both at home, there is simply not room on our bed for a honking great big Springer Spaniel to sleep, because he does stretch out. So he slept Gary's side last night. Absolutely fine. And then Honey came up around about 8 o'clock to say she wanted to have breakfast. So yeah, came down and got onto stuff, did a bit of knitting on my boxy sleeve, which is all going well so far, and made my breakfast. I've been up, I put a wash load in, which made me think I might do a little bit of investigating into laundry practices and sustainability and so on. So that might be something for later. So last night I went through this book when I was in bed, as you do. Oh, there's some lovely things in here, some really nice ideas for mostly for herbs, using herbs. There was a couple in here I particularly liked. I'm not able to find them now. Obviously seed collection and seed swapping. I don't know if I told you, do you remember I said I was going to ask my friend Jen if she had some salad seeds I could swap her, or she could donate, because, you know, she's nice like that. And she does, she messaged me and said that she has a whole load of seeds. So hopefully next week when I see her, I will get some of those, or the next couple of weeks. I love the idea of a cook's window box. And who doesn't love a box of herbs like that on your kitchen window? Except that's outside. But I have, if you remember, I'll do a plant thing later on, but I've got a kitchen windowsill that lends itself to plants. So I might get Gary to make some wooden boxes like he made for the succulents in the bathroom, if you remember from last year, and put some herbs in there. They've got moth repellent sachets in here that you can make with wormwood. I was thinking Matilda. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood. Thanks for that, Roald Dahl. But dried wormwood, lavender, mint and rosemary, as well as pelargonium, which apparently is a really good moth deterrent. So these are things I might like to start growing. I'm not brilliant at growing things, but we'll see. And then I've got a lot of hair recipes. Yeah, grow your own hair. A lot of hair treatment recipes in here with cider vinegar and herbs and so on. A lot of the other things, where else was there some things? Facial scrubs, milk bath, then scented sugars. Oh, they've got a lovely, now where was it? I found in the back here, in the food section. No, not better to find it. Oh, a scented room spray, it's lovely. Cornflower eye compress, that was nice. Firelighters, which is great. At the end of last summer, I cut back our rosemary shrub we've got, as it loves it there, it's mad. And I cut a whole load back and dried them and actually use those as firelighters now because they go up like firelighters. I can't find the particular, there was a recipe, roast vegetable crisps, spiced pear crisps, oh, courgette and ricotta muffins. There was a cheese recipe, can't find it. Anyway, lovely book. It's quite an old one, so it's probably available in a lot of the second-hand shops now, or the charity shops. You might be able to pick it up. So that's that. I am going to put some music on today. I was watching Gaina's vlog yesterday and she was talking about her kitchen being a mess. Yeah, I'll raise you that one, Gaina. And she was talking about making it serene, and for when Toby, her husband, comes home, so that he has a serene environment. And I thought, I want to be serene. I want to have a serene home. I think I've as much chance of that happening as I have of, I don't know, becoming the next world supermodel. So, but doesn't mean I can't work towards it, does it? So I'm going to put some music on and do a little bit of housework or a bit of kitchen serenification. And I'll see you the other side. Oh, but I'm going to eat my breakfast first. So I'm wearing the Merchant & Mills factory dress. Can you see? It's really, the fabric is like, almost like a gingham, but it's really heavy. I love this dress. And what I've done, you know, the look. It's meant to be worn oversized, but obviously since I've lost a bit of weight, I've actually, can you see? I've just, safety pinned it around the back to bring it in. And I think I need to do that because I think this looks okay, doesn't it? If I do it evenly at the back, I'll need to deconstruct the dress. So take the skirt part off, lose a bit of the skirt fabric, or put some more pleats in here and here. That's the thought, isn't it? Because I love this and I can see myself wearing it a lot in the summer, but I don't want it to be super oversized. Next time I make one, I'll make a smaller size. Yay! Happy dance, I can make a smaller size. Right, it's coming up 6 o'clock on Saturday evening. The day has gone by in a whirl of cleaning and cooking. Mum and Dad have been up this afternoon for their afternoon cup of tea. And Mum and I caught up on quilting and patchwork whilst Dad looked suitably bored. The wind turbines look lovely in the evening light, although it's horrible. It's not been a nice day again today in terms of weather, but it is what it is. I have made some progress, not a lot because I've mostly been doing housey stuff, but on my sleeve of my box seat, which I am going to show you. So there's the front, and look. So I cut off cleanly, picked up all the bits, now picked up the stitches from here, and I've decided I'm probably going to do, I think this is Lay Family yarn, but I can't quite remember. But I think I'm going to do both sleeves in that. And I think I might even make them uncuffed so they're loose. I don't know, I'll try it on when I get there anyway. So that's really good. And whilst I was knitting it, I was thinking, actually, let me go and get it. Hang on a sec. Okay, hopefully there'll be a seamless transition there. So I have got there. This is my granny stripe, my scrappy granny stripe blanket. What I've done with this is I'm holding double. It's an Attic 24 pattern. I think, here, the cupcake stripe blanket. So that's Lucy, Attic 24. She's all over the interwebs, very clever woman. And I suddenly thought, actually, if I wanted to knit a boxy, another scrappy boxy, or if you fancied knitting a scrappy boxy, why not knit it along the same lines? And what I've done is I'm taking my leftover yarns, but I'm making this one particularly more pastel-y and pale, and I'm holding my fingering weight double with good old Drops alpaca, and it's giving me that kind of, worsted weight, 2 fingering weights-ish. So if you did a gauge swatch, can you believe I'm suggesting that? You could do the worsted weight boxy, and I think I might do that in the autumn and use kind of, although it's very similar palette to my other one, but I might go really pastel. This is looking a bit brighter than it is. It's quite a pastel-y blanket. So, and you could do the same on a boxy. So that was a thought. If you've got scraps you want to use up, but you don't want to knit a fingering weight sweater the size of a boxy, because let's face it, it is big. You could just hold it double. You could hold it double without, just hold your scraps double. But I wanted to put a cream in to tone everything down with my blanket. I've got a funny thing about smiling tonight, haven't I? So yes, back to what I was saying. So that's that. I started looking at laundry processes, really based around water and scarcity, ultimate scarcity of clean water. And obviously it's a huge can of worms to open that one. I read some statistics about how much water we get through each day. and some tips about how to conserve it a bit. Conserve, I think, is the word, isn't it? Save rather than preserve. So I'm not going to go on about that tonight. I'm going to do some more reading on that and come back to you if that's okay. What else have I done today that's kind of sustainable worthy? Obviously did a lot of cleaning. Everything was washed with just good old, Eco, the dishwasher soap and a cloth. So I didn't have to use any chemicals today. Yeah, so for dinner tonight, I've got the same as I had last night. So I've got my, what did I have last night? Butternut squash chilli. It was lovely. And I just sprinkled some feta cheese on the top and had them in a couple of taco shells. And it was really, really lovely. The only other thing I was just going to mention was books. Thank you. I've been chatting with a couple of you about some books. I will do a book segment again. I have read 2 books this year and I'm wading through a massive tome of a book, The History of New York, which I'm loving, but I have actually put down and read a couple of other books. So I have read so far, I've read Daisy Miller by Henry James, and I have recently finished Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne, which I'd like to chat to you about actually. That's a bizarre book. And also I do believe they're making another film of it this year. Hannah told me, with David Tennant, I'm not sure. So that's going to be that for now. I'm going to get our dinner. And then I'm going to sit down and probably watch another episode of Father Brown and do some knitting. With regard to the fundraising side of things, thank you again so much for those of you who are contributing. Again, I'm only asking or suggesting £1, but people are giving more, and that is really lovely. I know Gaynor will be absolutely thrilled about that. So thank you for that. If you are not happy, as there is, Lynn, I'll speak to you about it. People who are not happy using PayPal, then let me know and we can sort something else out. What else? There was something else I was going to mention. No, I mean, sustainably wise, my Lent challenge, obviously I haven't bought anything today, I haven't been out. Sainsbury's delivery was all food, so that was delivered. Really quite a minimal shop as well, so that was good. So yeah, day 4. We're on it. It's easier when you don't go out, isn't it? Although I'm deliberately not looking at websites and online shops either. So that's my lot, I think. So I'm going to say good night. God bless you all. And I will see you tomorrow.